Hello everybody, my name is Evan, welcome back to another Brawlhalla video. Today we're going to be talking about a bunch of other stuff, and you know, the first thing that I wanted to go into is actually about ranks and competition, or more specifically competitive gaming, and honestly like how it links back to like self-worth. I don't know, I haven't really fully thought much into it, but I thought it was just an interesting topic, because like if you look at it, right, not just Brawlhalla in particular, but a lot of games nowadays are like very competitive, and they require you to go through ranked. And why does ranked just feel so much more rewarding than normal casual gaming for a lot of people, right? What even happened to like casual gaming, sort of? Because I feel like a lot of people, there are like two types of people. There are people who actually go into who play a competitive game and then stick with it because they realize that they try to grind for that rank that they want. Or there are people who just take it like really casually and like occasionally play the game. Or there are not many people who like spend a lot of time in a game if they aren't like looking for a rank, usually, right? The people with the most hours are the people who are like trying to get a grind for that specific rank. Or it's just so different to like how it usually is, right? How it usually is like back then when video games were less competitive and more towards the casual part of playing games, you know? But nowadays, like, it isn't just Brawlhalla. Like a lot of games have these ranks, and a lot of people just determine how good they are based off like how their rank is, like what their rank is. And there are people who determine whether they want to play with a person whether because of their specific rank. And yeah, it's just why, you know? And I'm not saying that rank should be completely depleted or just removed from all these games, because of course like people play the game usually just for rank, no? So that wouldn't make sense trying to remove one of the main parts of playing a game, especially when it's a competitive game like Smash Bros or Brawlhalla or even like Valorant and PUBG, because it just doesn't make sense. But what I'm saying is that a lot of people spend their time and use a lot of time because they're trying to get that rank that they want. Like, unless you are actually trying to become a professional, I do not see, unless you're actually having fun, then do as you please. But I feel like a lot of people are grinding their ranks without the want of becoming more than what they are playing right now. And I'm all for the people who are having fun doing it, but the people who are determining their self-worth because of their rank and how good they are at the game because of their rank, ranked shouldn't be as important as a lot of people deem it to be. And it's sad, really. Like I don't see many people playing casual games as much anymore, and at least what takes the online scene is going to be competition, and that's just how we humans are. And yeah, this also leads to like a lot of rank boosting like situations where people take advantage of your insecurity of your rank. People good enough at the game will make money off of you by taking your rank high to a higher rank than it is currently. And this importance of how high you are ranked is way higher than honestly it should be, because what are you doing, you know? Like, I feel like I see people get the rank that they want, or like people have play rank or boost their rank in like a lot of games to be able to play with their friends at times. But if that makes sense. But if you're doing it just because of how it is, and what I mean by how it is how low or high your rank is, or like, let's just say how low your rank is, because that makes more sense, right? People are very insecure about their ranks, and therefore they do stuff. They do stuff because of how low their rank is, and spend money so that people would raise their rank, or they have their friend go on their account and then play rank for them so that they would reach a higher rank. Does it not feel cheap to you? Like, if you are one of these people, does it not feel cheap to you that you are using someone else's skill to get to where you are at right now? Does it not? I think it's a lot less rewarding than spending the time, which I know, like, people don't have the time to be doing this stuff, right? Some people don't have the time to be doing this type of stuff. But if you do have the time, then why not get the rank that you want purely by getting it yourself? And if you are boosting your rank, then you should think about the people who are fighting your account or who are with your account. Then if you're playing a team game, right, then these people don't improve, and they just get a free rank. And don't you think that's also kind of fair, kind of unfair to you, a person who like spent their money to get like the rank that they want? And also, like, the people, since it's smurfing, the people you're fighting are like getting the ranks that they don't want to be encountering at that specific rank. Like, imagine you're silver in Brawl, right, and you're fighting a Brawlhalla who's just boosting your rank so that you know, you would be able to feed your ego and your insecurity because you just can't do it yourself. And I'm not blaming the boosting services by any means, and because props to them, they actually understand how to take advantage of you. And I'm not saying you as in you to the viewer, I'm saying you as in you to the people who are actually boosting their ranks just so their ranks can be higher than they actually are. And like, it's just unfair for the people, because of course it's smurfing, and whether you're doing it for content or what. I actually forgot what I was saying last time, so I'm just gonna continue what I was. Okay, I don't know. The next part is just smurfing, I guess. Like, whether you're doing it, whether someone is smurfing on your account or you're just smurfing on some other account, it's just unfair, man. It's not fun to be fighting ranks which are higher than me. Like, I'm running this way. It's just really unfair and unfun in general, just playing against people who are higher rank than you, like way higher rank than you, when you're not in the position to be like playing at that rank, you know? Because, oh my goodness, once you boost your account, you're gonna be at a higher rank than you actually are, and you can't really play in that rank. Most of the time you can't play in that rank solely because of your skill level, and I don't get why people do that, you know? If you can play at that level, then why didn't you do it yourself? I respect the boosting services, but I do not condone boosting, and I don't really like to be associated with anything that has to do with boosting, so I don't entirely get it. And I guess that's like about everything that I have to say about that. And I wanted to also go into like rank stomping. Like, the difference between rank stompers and pros is kind of crazy. Yes, pros do play ranked, but in a game like Brawlhalla, I don't think pros really improve as much through ranked as they do through sparring. So this is what I like to call like the pro paradox, sort of. It's when like the pros you see in the in-game leaderboards are not as high as you initially think them to be. Pros, at least in my region, I don't think they play that much ranked, to be honest. And no, like there are pros who play ranked, but the top tier pros do not play as much ranked as you would think of them to play. Like a lot of people are ranked stompers, and you would never guess the skill difference between a ranked stomper and a professional player without actually getting into a game or an actual tournament with them. Because you'd be surprised to see the skill difference in your first ever tournament, or like if you're a ranked stomper and you want to try get into like a game with like an actual professional player, because these guys are crazy. I don't entirely like know how they do their stuff, but when you look at it, like professional players, when you get into a game with them, you'll realize a lot of the skill gap is actually like really visible, really prevalent at least. And when you're fighting in a game like Brawlhalla against an actual professional player, like the skill difference is massive between a ranked stomper and an actual professional player. Ranked stompers can like, sure, maybe they can get like a game or two against an actual professional player, but through my experience, it wouldn't be enough to actually entirely kill an actual pro. Because in a best of 5 or in a best of 3, you'd have to get 2 or 3 games off of an actual pro, and they have the mental state to be going through all of this stuff. Because what you've been doing, if you are a ranked stomper, is that you've just been in the game playing it with randoms, or sure, you get into a game with an actual pro or two, but you don't actually like you don't actually fixate on it, or you don't actually learn from what you're actually doing. And that's the difference between like a pro and a casual like rank stomper. Because like I'm all for like underdogs and stuff like that, and I want to see people like succeed, like newer and newer people like come into the pro scene and then succeed and all that. But it's a different world, and it requires a lot of mental to be actually going through with stuff like that. Because oh my goodness, I've been through it, and honestly, the pro scene is really fun. It is fun, but you have to remember that everyone is constantly improving, so you're going to have to be getting better over and over again until you reach your goal. And let's say you want to reach the top, right? The top is far, and the top has a lot of experience over you, and that you may have more hours, more games or something, but if a person has more tournament experience than you, they are more mentally prepared to lose and more mentally built to win. And sure, people do get like tilted, everyone gets tilted, but that's also the difference between a pro and just a ranked stomper, I feel like, and a casual ranked stomper. Because a pro is always going to find every possible way to get the upper hand on you. They will actually always find a way to get better in general. So you have to be kind of prepared for that a lot. And yeah, the mental these pros have are crazy good. Oh. And what I mean by crazy good is crazy strong. You know what? This will be the last game since I've already prolonged the video as long enough. And what I mean by crazy strong is that they will not break until they win, basically. A lot of them who actually aim for higher ranks will not stop, because a lot of pros don't just do it casually, you know, because they actually have a goal in mind, and a lot of them will not stop until they reach that specific goal. And I am lagging, but it's fine. I don't think I have much to talk about anymore, because I think I went through a lot of the stuff that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, it was just those are just a bunch of stuff that have crossed my mind as like a semi-pro in Brawl, and you know that whether or not you're actually like proud of your rank, and how a lot of it like links back into insecurity, and yeah, like not necessarily what do you call it? Not necessarily insecurity, but also just self-worth when you're getting a rank that you don't deserve, or just trying to feed into your own ego because you're a higher rank than you really earned. But it is what it is. People do what they want with money. I don't necessarily care what people like use their money for, because you know what, people are also benefiting from other people trying to getting the rank that they don't deserve. I mean, lastly, before I end this video, I also just wanted to say that smurfing isn't cool. Like, it's a lot of this stuff, especially for your opponents, it's just not fun to be fighting such a high rank at such a low elo, especially when you just start the game. It can just turn people away from the game, and you know, you should put yourself into your opponent's shoes if you are smurfing. But that's gonna be it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to never miss another video. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye!